Hello, everyone. My name is Levita Carney. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about whether or not the attachment theory can explain abusive relationships. The attachment theory is pretty much an area of psychology that describes the nature of emotional attachments between human beings. It begins when we're infants, and our first attachment is typically with our parents, mainly the mom. This is what can determine the nature of our attachment to our partners romantically later on down the line throughout our life. Um, in a research, it was found that the nature in which infants get their needs met by their parents is what will help determine their attachment strategy or attachment classification, whichever one you're more comfortable with, and that's throughout their lifetime. Your attachment classification pretty much explains a great deal of why you in the relationships that you're in, why you're attracted to the people that you're attracted to, and it can even help you understand how and why your relationship either failed or succeed, and in the manner that it did. There was a study conducted by Mary Main, which pretty much showed that the children that she used throughout her study had the same attachment classification as they did in the beginning of the study at infants than they did at the age of 19. So that pretty much showed that that attachment is consistent throughout one's life. The study also showed that 80% of children assessed during screening situations as infants were given the same AAI classification as adults, which led to only 20% of those kiddos attachment status changing over time. So pretty much it pretty much shows that your early childhood experiences with caretakers and so forth can dictate um, or set a basis for later interpersonal functioning. Then you have the relationship scale questionnaire. This showed that um, people who experience like domestic violence and so forth like that are at higher rates of attachment insecurity than other people in the general public. So that incorporates like the attachment theory and treatment, so that you could try to like change or earn a sense of security. So if you're insecure, you fall under the insecure attachment theory. It'll help you try to get into that next step of being in a secure attachment theory. So one of the things that I found very interesting, and I just wanted to share it a little bit, is a lot of the children or infants that falls under the anxious attachment type. As they get older, they need plenty of reassurance from their partners. They need that reassurance. They need that affection. They need that. They have trouble being single. They have trouble being alone, and they pretty much succumb to unhealthy and abusive relationships. And they have a major issue with trusting people. So this leads me to believe that anxious type of people can get into that level of relationship of fulfillment if they, somehow, you know, succeeded in, getting the help that they need and trying to, change their attachment theory. So all in all, I would have to agree that the attachment theory can explain abusive relationships. However, everybody that's been in an abusive relationship don't typically fall under the anxious attachment type. So I would say that while it can explain it, I don't think that it's like the groundwork of you know a lot of the different people that's in unhealthy or abusive relationships.